In every country, we have loose materials dams, which are more flexible and better suited to seismic risks, but which collapse if a flood overwhelms them. What happened in Libya could happen tomorrow in any other country, as many of these dams do not have spillway dimensions to cope with the rising floods imposed by climate change in the future. As for the thematic report, let me summarize my responses to your diverse requests. In general, I want to insist, it is essential to strengthen the resilience of aquatic ecosystems in order to minimize risks on the human rights to drinking water and sanitation, especially for the most impoverished. Avoiding overexploitation of aquifers and using them as a strategic drought reserves is vital. Keeping wetlands and riparian ecosystems in good condition is key to mitigating flooding. And with regard to the situation of peoples and communities on islands and coasts threatened by rising sea levels, we must respond at the global level, because the responsibility for this to happen lies with everyone, and especially with the most developed countries. There have been interventions that I welcome, bringing to the forefront the role of women. Thank you. Allow me to take up that I explained here last year on the role of indigenous women as defenders of water, defenders of rivers, as the case of the Cucama women in Peruvian Amazon. And finally, let me insist on the need to decisively confront the terrible and growing problem of toxic contamination of rivers, lakes, and aquifers that ends up progressively poisoning hundreds of millions of people, especially children. Excellencies, it is not acceptable. For this reason, I urge you to open a global debate on this issue and to assess the urgent need to expand the cases classified as crimes against humanity, as well as to definitely approve the crime of ecocide within the framework of international laws. Excellencies, friends, look, if I am contaminated with heavy metals at my age, it may be not so important, frankly. But millions of children contaminated from their earliest childhood and for their entire lives, and that we do not know nothing, it is not acceptable. Let's react. I beg you, Excellencies, let's react right now. Thank you very much.